Hey guys, how's it going? And welcome back to another cooking live stream. Today, we're keeping it simple. We're making a very yummy, simple meal that anyone can make. Sorry for the timing. You know, we got Mr. Horn Guy out there doing his horn things. You already know. In case you don't know, I live out here in Mexico, and that's just like the local bread guy swinging around, doing his rounds. Making sure, you know, if anyone wants any sweet bread. And by the way, it's not just bread. When I say bread, it's sweets and pastries and all kinds of yummies. So, you know, that's why, you know, a lot of people are so happy here. You know, you get, you know, again, sweets delivered to your door. You don't even have to go out. So, and this is obviously, you know, been going on for a long time. Almost forgot to put on my hat today. As you guys already know, we celebrating Merry Christmas out there. You know, we're celebrating all kinds of holiday festivities out there, and that's why we're keeping it simple today. In fact, we're doing a very quick, easy meal. I'm trying to time it to see if I can finish by the time Christian comes out of her class. Right now, she's teaching some students some art, and basically, as soon as she's done with that, she's gonna come out, eat. So that's the whole idea. So we're gonna try and make this as quick as possible. From beginning to end. So without further ado, let's get into it, and let's start with the menu. Want to make sure we're recording, and you know, we're out there. Seems like we're out there. Okay, so shout out to everyone out there. You know, welcome Brandon. Yeah, so tonight we're making something very simple as well. You know what I mean? There's so much going on, so busy. You already know how we live our lives these days. So, you know, we're just trying to keep it as easy as possible, simple as possible. So that's what we're gonna make a poor man's version, or more like a 5-minute version of a vodka sauce. Okay, now we're gonna, again, bastardize this a little bit, and we're gonna add our flavor, our touch to it. But basically, again, you know, just buy yourself bottled pasta, you know what I mean? Bottled sauce, okay? And then just make it better. So, you know, we're gonna switch it up today, and we're gonna make a little bit of a vodka sauce. Christian has never had this before. I used to remember back when this was all the rage. You know, now it's just like, but still my favorite. I don't like Alfredo sauce. I don't like anything like that. So, but this I do like, and I just happen to have some vodka lying around and some bacon. And so I was like, you know what? Let's just make some vodka sauce. Why not? You know what I mean? It's a quick, simple, easy meal. I got myself a nice bag of penne, and that's it. No, so again, this is not going to be something I'm just going to plop and pour in and we're done. It's going to take a little longer, but again, you know, you could just open the bottle and eat, or you know, you could take like an extra 15 minutes and make it extra yummy. And that's what we're going to do here, okay? So, and we're not going to do anything crazy. Just keep it simple. And again, I'm literally buying time as well, because again, I want to make sure that I finish in time, and that's why I started late today, because I wanted to make sure that when you know, I'm done, she gets to eat, you know, right away and all that good stuff. And maybe I'll get to eat. We'll see, because I got to do the podcast in just a few hours. So as soon as I'm done here, I got to clean up and go. Before we get started too, let me give you guys some updates on the channel, since I got you guys' attention now. But basically, yeah, this is going to be the last live stream of the year, okay? Because, you know, Christmas is here, New Year's is here, and even for me, this is increasingly difficult in these last weeks, because I'm trying to edit. You know, I was literally right before I came, you know, turned this on, I was starting to edit, you know, the years in review. I already got like a bunch of things done, but you know, I'm never going to stop working. You know, this is like a constant thing, especially when you got like 4 YouTube channels, for crying out loud. It takes, you know, a lot of effort, a lot of work. So if I don't force myself to take a break, I'm not going to take a break. So basically, next 2 weeks, I'm going to be off. So I'm not going to be cooking. I'm not going to be, you know, filming anything for the other channels. In fact, I already got a backlog of videos all going to be uploading, you know, in the weeks coming. And the only thing I'm going to be doing is just the podcast, you know what I mean? Like on Tuesdays. For the next 2 weeks, and that's it. And then I'll be back in early January, okay? And we're gonna be coming, you know, full speed ahead, okay? You already know, with a big, with my gas tank full of energy, okay? To take, you know, take all this on, okay? So you already know what's up. So today we're gonna keep it super crazy simple. First thing we're gonna do is let's go through the menu real quick. So today's menu, we're just gonna make a simple vodka sauce, okay? And we're gonna serve that with some penne and some grilled chicken. All right, and we're gonna make a little, you know, Jose's version. I got some extra mozzarella cheese in there. We got some Parmesan, you know, yum, yum, yum. We're gonna get some melty goodness on there, okay? I was gonna make some garlic bread, but yesterday, again, so busy, I was like, you know what? I'm gonna order some pizza. And I was like, you know what? Let me order some extra pizza so we got leftover for tonight. Again, I'm sure you guys all fall in that same category. So we're gonna do the same thing. Instead of garlic bread, we're just later on, we're gonna heat up some frozen pizza in the oven. Again, by the way, it's amazing. I don't know. I mean, you can eat frozen pizza. I mean, you can eat the pizza cold. You can microwave it. Not so good. Or you can just stick it in the oven for like 10, 15 minutes. Perfect, okay? I prefer to do that, so we're gonna do that, serve that together. And we're gonna make some chocolate pudding, guys. I mean, you know, something crazy simple doesn't mean that you can't make, you know, something yummy, homemade. So we're gonna just make some chocolate pudding. So without further ado, let's get into it. The first thing we're gonna do is get that chicken, okay? I'm gonna go get that chicken real quick from the fridge. And we're just gonna butterfly the chicken and season it, and then just put it back in the fridge. And you know, we're gonna, you know, add, you know, the seasoning now, so that way it can kind of like semi-marinate. So then later on, you know, we got perfection, okay? So again, guys, you know how we do here. Keep it simple, stupid, all right? So let's go to the 3-camera angle here thing real quick. So that way you guys can see what we're doing. Bam, bam. You know, shout out to everyone out there. All right, here, we'll give you 2 angles since we got no one in the chat right now. Everyone's just watching. Give you double trouble angle here. Okay, so you got like 2 angles, okay? So basically what we're gonna be doing now is we're gonna get this chicken, okay? Chicken breast, all right? Nothing crazy. Oh yeah, again, by the way, don't be thinking that whatever the fuck I'm making is gonna be the best, all right? Because remember, I'm sometimes these things come out, sometimes they don't. But you know, I literally, again, you know how I do. I just get a quick YouTube video, you know, on vodka sauce. I mean, literally 5 minutes before I came on here, you know, vodka sauce, because I already had this, but I was like, I just forgot. I mean, the last time I made this, you know, in a restaurant, or really made this in a professional level, was fucking like 15 years ago. You know what I mean? So I was like, fuck, you know, what's in this thing? You know what I mean? So I just did like a quick 5-minute video. Bro, I don't know. These guys are extra horny today. Let me see if I can get a little better angle there. Okay, so yeah, like I was saying, you know, the last time I did this, you know, it was a very long time ago. So I was like, yeah, let me just put a quick little video, 5 minutes on how to do this. And you're gonna see how quick and simple it is. You know, basically, it's just some bacon, render it down, you know, deglaze with some vodka, you know, cook that, and then add the sauce. Bada bing, bada boom. You know what I mean? It's like super crazy simple. Like, oh yeah, duh. You know what I mean? So we're just gonna do that. Okay, but now what we're gonna do is that we're gonna butterfly some chicken. What is butterfly? Well, I'm gonna show you right now. Simply, what you're gonna do with the chicken, okay, is we're gonna fillet it and make it nice and thin and yummy, okay? So what butchering really is, it's not cutting the meat or anything like that, but more like, you know what, let me wash this chicken real quick. Let me get some of that juice off of it real quick. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Okay. Yeah, we'll bring this over here for a minute. Okay, get some of those chicken juices off of that. So, you know, basically, what is butterflying? It's a technique, okay? And what is butchering? It's another technique in which you're just pulling the meat apart, in the sense of like you're pulling apart at you know, it's like damn it, how do I say it? Like, you know, when you have you're looking at your muscles, you know, from a biological scientific level or whatever, and how all the muscles are kind of like interconnected or what have you. So basically, you're just pushing up against the, you know what I mean, the lines. Yeah, chicken breast is not really a good, you know, measure of all this, but regardless, what we're gonna be doing here is that you see how we're just kind of slicing the meat here, okay? Just look and don't listen to me. And then, you know, look, we're just gonna, here, let me see if I can show, you can see it on the GoPro there, but just basically we're slicing this thing in half, okay? Look, like that. Okay. Okay, and what we're doing with this is that, you see, we're going to do a little bit more here. Okay, but what we're doing here is that we are just, you know, making the surface area of said chicken bigger, so that way it's easy, you know, it's it grabs more flavor from whatever we're gonna add to it, and as you're cooking it, you get what I'm saying? It's more, again, more surface area for more yummy, instead of getting, you know, like, see, look, the difference between if I just cook this thing right here, okay, if I just cook this, hold on 1 second, you guys can see on the other cameras there, but the difference between, you know, cooking this this big piece as opposed to this skinny piece here, okay? Again, let me see if I can. But okay, the difference there is that between this big piece and this piece right here is that when I cook this and I get like a nice brown crusty stuff on the outside of it, okay, it's only going to be on this side and on this side. But here on the butterfly chicken, it's gonna all that crispy, yummy, you know, goodness, you know, the flavoring is gonna be all throughout this and on the other side. You follow? So you see like why this technique could be useful and good. So in this case of what we're doing right now, this is the, you know, what the technique that we're using in order to maximize flavor on the very typically bland chicken breast. Okay, you follow me here? So on this one, I'm trying to figure out the best way to cut this without, I think. Okay, so what we're gonna do here, okay, is you guys can, I'm gonna tilt this a little bit. You can see better on the GoPro. Here we got the little bone here. I think. Is it still there? Yeah, let's get that bone out. Okay, even though this is boneless, I'll get my money back. Anyways, but yeah, I want to get this bone out now. There's a tiny, tiny little thing, and if you don't, you know, you don't want to bite into that, and then, you know, really be a problem. Shit. Okay. So again, you know, we're just pulling apart here, and we're not really trying to break this or anything. Okay. So this is already nice and thin. This is the chicken tender. Remember last week we were doing the chicken tenders. So this is that chicken tender. Here's that chicken tender again. Okay, you see it? That's that chicken tender. Okay, I'm sure you guys know. It's pretty obvious when if you ever do this with a chicken. Okay, the chicken breast here. Okay, so again, we're gonna butterfly this. So we're just, you know, pulling it up like that. Okay, pulling those fibers apart. You know, getting it skinny. And again, other people like to smash it. You know, like to, you know, not just do this, but then also, you know, pound it. I'm not a big pounding kind of guy, you know what I mean? Not for this anyway. Boom, boom. All right, do my pounding elsewhere, like at the gym. Not really. Anyways, so you guys see what I'm doing here, okay? And that's it. We're just gonna do it a little more. You know, just add a little bit of surface area, and it's fine. You know what I mean? This is not supposed to be perfect, but you know, we're trying to, again, just maximize flavor here, and that's it. Okay, keep it simple, stupid. Okay, okay. This one's a little more thick. We can even cut a little more here. Who cares? You know what I mean? See, it tells me what to do. You do whatever. That's it. Just open it up a little more. That's it. All you're doing is just opening it up a little bit more. Okay, so. Next thing I'm gonna do, let me, it's over here, but let me wash my hands real quick because I don't know how much salmonella I got all over the place, so I wanna make sure I'm try to contaminate as little as possible here. Take that shit. Okay. Okie dokie. So now, you know, what are we going to season this with? Well, you know, very simply, you know, just some Italian seasoning. You know, that's it. Salt, pepper, Italian seasoning. I mean, come on. Again, keep it simple, stupid. What the hell are we doing? We're cooking some Italian food, right? So let's add some Italian seasoning. Okay. Again, we're just seasoning it now, so then later on, all we gotta do is just, fry this up. Nothing crazy, all right? Pepper. And again, this really will enhance, the flavor, okay, right now. Let me keep all this open. Okay. Because people are like, oh, what is seasoning it now? Well, it's the same thing, man. It's just like all these marinades and all this, whether it's a marinade or just dry seasoning like this, it really does penetrate, the chicken and gives it a flavor. So in this case, we're just, trying to keep, the skin flavorful. You know what I mean? Or the outside flavorful. Yes, oil, all this really helps. Oh, yeah. Nice and messy there. Let's move it around. Okay, so again, we're just flipping this around. Okay, this is nice and seasoned. This is gonna be so delicious. And again, we're gonna cook this later in the wok. Again, in order to, just keep it. What we're trying to do is just, this is like grilled at home type of stuff. You know what I mean? This isn't really grilled on the grill. This is grilled how you would grill it in your frying pan at home. Just kind of like pan fried. Nice and yummy and delicious. Okay. Get that rock salt. Let that shit penetrate, do its thing. Okay. Nice and very Italian seasoned. You know what I mean? Again, guys, this is not rocket science, man. That's it. That's it. A little oil, a little extra oil. Okay. That's it. And now what we're gonna do is that we're just basically kind of like gonna fold it up. You see? Ta-da! Okay. You see? Get all that. Just fold it up and throw it in there. Okay, see, just kind of fold it up, get all that yummy goodness from the. Okay, just throw it in there. That's it. See, it's like marinating. It's already doing its thing in there. All right, and that's it. Here's it. So now we're just gonna get this over here. I'm gonna clean all this up real quick, and then we're gonna get back to work. Okay. So that's it. In fact, let me very quickly just wash this. Okay, get this mess cleared up real quick, okay? Give me 1 segundo. But yeah, just trying to get all this, get some bleach on there, get all this, come on. Clean all that up there. Now let me get a. Get that. All right, let me retire this rag, put it outside. Retired. By the way, so the weather is changed significantly, and you know, right now the weather is, you know, getting nice and cold out. It's raining. It's, you know, basically winter, you know, out here in paradise. So yeah, it does get cold. I mean, it's not freezing, you know. Christian is freezing. I'm not freezing. I'm sure you're not gonna be. You wouldn't be freezing, but you know, I guess depending on where you're from and who you are. But yeah, it's all the same thing. You know what I mean? Like some people can handle the cold better. Some people can handle the warm weather better and all that. But at the end of the day, you know, it is what it is. So yeah. So I'm kind of like, you know, it's cold. So don't get me wrong. It's not like freezing. I'm not dying over here. But what is nice, you know, you don't need to use the AC or anything like that in this kind of weather out here. In fact, you know, you can even get away with, depending on how much the cold affects you, you don't need a fan. For, you know, again, you know, like I like to have at least like a fan on, but you know, I know some people, you know, they prefer no fan, no nothing. Alrighty, so we got all that taken care of. All right, so we got the chicken marinated. All right, so I just wanted to get that chicken ready and out the way. We got that going. Okay, easy, easy. So now, what we're gonna do, the vodka sauce is 5 minutes, you know, but you know, right now we gotta make dessert real quick. So let's work on that dessert. Start working on that. Okay, let me get rid of this for a second. Clean up over here. Oh, I hope I didn't press the wrong button there. Oops. Okay. Hey, how's it going, Hip Loco? Hey, how's it going, Hip Loco? Thanks for swinging by. Yeah, no worries, man. I know everybody's crazy busy, even me. You know what I mean? That's what we're doing, quick, easy meals. And I'm gonna be off until the end of the year. So, all right. So now let's make that vanilla pudding. Vanilla pudding. I love me some, actually, chocolate pudding. Okay, so I'm just gonna make the same old vanilla pudding that I've always made. We're just gonna add a little bit of chocolate, you know, powder. Okay, so let's get into that. So, here, let me get all the cameras. Let me get the stuff real quick. So we're gonna need the spatula, the whisk. Okay, so I'm sure you guys have already, you know, remember, some of you guys, not everybody, but you guys already seen me make the vanilla pudding many times. So, by the way, so today I got a time limit, so I literally have an hour and 45 minutes to make everything. Okay, so far, all we did was marinate the chicken. Step number 2, make the chocolate pudding. So, let me see. We're gonna get all the cups. Hold on. Hold on. Okay, so, oh yeah, let me switch the cameras real quick. How's it going, Nichols? How's it going, everybody out there? Shout out to everyone watching on all platforms. Shout out to you. All right, here, in fact, let me, so you guys can see each other, since you guys are all over platforms, so you know? So, okay, so we're gonna get the bowl over here, okay, real quick, and then we're gonna start adding all the stuff in the bowl. Ingredient numero 1. Sugar. So 1/3 of a cup of sugar. You know, I like it extra sugary, so I'm gonna add a little bit more than 1/3 of a cup because, you know, I'm extra chunky. I'm extra chunky, and I like the sugar. So we got 1/3 of a cup of sugar in there. Okay, we got the corn tablespoon, so we got 2 tablespoons of cornstarch. Good. How about you and your family and friends and family and family and friends and family and friends and family and family and family and friends and family? We're doing great. We're doing great. By the way, I gotta get that. I gotta add that. Whatchamacallit? What's that thing called? There's like a program that will read the comments. So that would have been hilarious. You know, that would have been great right there. But yeah, me and my family and friends and my family and family and friends and my family and friends, we're all doing great. 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 How about you? How about you and your family and friends and family and friends and family and family and friends? We're all doing wonderful. Okay. So we got 2 tablespoons of cornstarch in there. We got some salt. We gotta add that salt. Man, there's something sticky. Must be some honey or something. Okay, salt. Where's the regular spoon? Here. We gotta add some salt to this. You gotta add salt to all your sweets, otherwise, yeah, they're not gonna taste as good. Salt is very important, even in sweets. Okay, we got the salt. Okay, so you gotta mix all these together. Okay, and now at this point, I think at this point, I'm gonna add, you know, we're gonna start adding some cocoa powder in here. So we're gonna make some chocolate pudding, right? Okay. Make it extra chocolate. I was gonna add some chocolate chips in this too, so I think that's enough. Enough chocolate cocoa powder in there. Okay, so we got all that in there. Now next, 1/4 cup of milk. So I gotta mix in 1/4 cup of milk. Okay. Now hold on. Let me. Okay, add a little 1/4 cup of milk in there, just to get it all mixed up. Okay. Just to help incorporate the cornstarch more than anything else, okay? You know, make sure the cornstarch gets nice and evenly distributed for when we add the rest of the liquids, okay? So now we need 3 egg yolks. So give me 1 second while I get those egg yolks. Okay, I gotta get those egg yolks. I forgot. So here are the eggs. Okay, so I gotta go separate the eggs from the egg yolks. So give me uno segundo, por favor. I got this ball that keeps hitting my head, my face. Got these balls hitting my face here. You know, from the Santa hat. You know the Santa hat that I got on. So it has like the dangling ball, and it keeps hitting me in the face. Insert joke here, right? Okay. guy's fucking hilarious. Okay, here we go. Okay, we're back. So, oh, we got more. My family and friends and family are doing great. You look like your PE teacher? What is it? Your TO teacher? I don't know what your TO teacher is, but welcome, I guess. Anyways, all right. So let's end. By the way, I love it. I love it. I love the people on the Twitch. You guys are the best, man. Okay, so seriously, you know, troll or horrific. Okay, so you guys see what I'm doing here. Okay, so the next step is that we gotta add the milk. Okay, so now we're gonna add 2 cups of milk. I guess we'll add it. How much is this? We just do this. Okay, so 2 cups of milk. We got 1 cup of milk. Just a little short. That's what she said. Hold on, let me get more milk. Good thing we got like 100 zillion bottles of milk in the house. Okay, so we had 2 cups of milk in here. Okay. 2 cups of milk, we'll stir that in and then stir in the egg yolks, okay? So actually you gotta stir the egg yolks first, okay? Make sure that they're... Okay, so you mixed all that in there. Get all that yummy egg goodness. Yeah, because the egg is basically the egg between the egg yolks and the cornstarch. That is what's gonna thicken. That is the thickening agent behind this situation over here. So we're mixing all that together. Okay. Okay, and now we're gonna take it to the heat. Can you feel the heat down in your soul? Okay, so how are we gonna heat this guy up? What do we always use? I always forget what we use to heat this up. I think we just went with the walk, right? We'll go with the walk. Gonna walk this way. Walk this way. We're gonna walk this way. Yeah, I think we used the walk. Yeah, I definitely need a saucepan, man. You know what? Maybe I'm gonna see if Santa will bring me that for Christmas. Okay, so now, you know, we're gonna. Okay, here. Let me switch it up over here. GoPro up here. Love the GoPro. You guys are the best. Okay. You guys can see the pan here. Okay, we got that hot, and now we're just gonna add. Okay, the stuff in there, okay? That mixture, it's all going in there, all right? Right, when we get the spatula, make sure we don't miss a thing. You know, get all that yummy sugar. Okay. Let me see, what else? Okay, we don't need it. Retire all this. Get rid of this. And so now, you know, basically what we're doing is that, you know, we're just like babying it, okay? So now I'll switch, you know what, in fact, let me switch over to the GoPro, full GoPro. Okay. Okay, so as you guys can see, we're just gonna start, you know, working on this. In the meantime, we start getting that here. You know what? Let's do 3 camera real quick. Okay, so, you know, right now, you know, we're just gonna baby this, okay? So we got this on kind of like medium-high heat. Okay? We got that on medium-high heat. And we're gonna, and now it has to start thickening, okay? And then as soon as it starts to thicken, we are gonna move into, once it thickens, we'll move into changing it up to a spatula, okay? Okay. I just wanted to get that bacon up because that's for the next step, okay? So we wanted to get that out. He's also got Are we back? Yeah, sorry guys, I don't know what happened there. I think we lost connection. Just want to make sure we're back. Sorry about that. Not quite sure what happened there. I apologize. Let me know if we're back. I think we're back. Not quite sure though. It's okay. Thanks, guys. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. Ah, shit. Oh my god, I almost killed this thing here. Okay, here, let's switch over. That was, see, but that's okay though. We made it. All right, woof, that was scary. Okay. So you see it's thickening up there? Hold on, let me see. We got thickening up. Okay. So now, as it's thickening up, okay, we got to add a little bit of vanilla. Okay, so just a little bit of vanilla for flavor. Okay. Okay, and we're gonna add some butter. I'm gonna take this off the heat real quick because I don't want this to be. I'm gonna take it off the heat. All right, hold on. We're gonna add some. And I'm gonna add some chocolate chips, you know, to add, give that extra oomph, and some butter. Okay, so you gotta add butter. Okay, so we're gonna be adding 3 tablespoons of butter in this guy. Oh man, how do you? Okay. So. Okay, so we got 3 tablespoons of butter. Okay. And we're gonna add some chocolate chips in there so they can melt. So I'm gonna basically just take this off the heat here because I don't want, you know, to overcook or anything like that. And you know, the residual heat here is gonna help melt the chocolate, okay? And melt the butter. And so this is gonna give it that extra yummy, you know, silkiness. A little more chocolate chips. extra chocolatey. It is chocolate pudding after all, right? So I'm gonna put this away, put the butter away. But yeah, basically, you know, what we're doing is melting it. Now, as you guys already saw, what happened as I was making this was that unfortunately I lost internet for a minute and I lost connection and the whole thing just went kaput. So the worst time in which, you know, that could have happened was then, because I was like the one time that I could not afford to take my eyes off of this, and I did, you know, not only with the bacon, but whatever. So as you guys can see here, okay, unfortunately, as you guys can see, there's lumps, or you might not be able to see it, but maybe you can. There's tons of lumps in there. Now, the next step here is to put it through a strainer. Okay, the next step here is to put it through a strainer. Give me a second. Let me cool this off here for a second. Let me go take out the garbage, because I got a feeling the garbage guy's about to show up. You guys just watch the pudding, okay? Make sure it doesn't burn. Thanks, guys. What are you doing, brother? So, yeah, basically, all right, thanks for watching that pudding. Okay, so look at that pudding, is nice. It's already cooling off and it's starting to get pudding-y. But anyways, see, it's pudding. It's nice, hot pudding, okay, perfect. But as you guys can see, it's lumpy. You might be able to see it, but lumpy. Anyways, so let me switch over here real quick. Thanks for your patience, guys. I really appreciate that today. As always, you already know how we do here. It's always a mess. All right, but that's why you guys love this channel, because, you know, we keep it real, we keep it 100. I'm just showing you guys what's really going on in my kitchen at all times. Just, you know, it's not glamorous, right? It's like when you're cooking dinner, you know, at your house. It's, you know, behind the scenes and all that stuff. It's not that glamorous. Let me put these away. You know what I'm saying? But it is glamorous, you know, because you are hanging out with me in the kitchen. You know, it really is the real experience. We're live, you know, we're just doing the whole thing. And so I know you guys freaking love it because the numbers show it, you know, in the channel. But anyway, so here's the trash here, so we can fill it with more stuff. Okay. So as you guys can see, let me show you guys here closer up, okay? From a different perspective, okay? So, as you guys can see with the pudding, it's pudding, you know what I mean? Okay? But, look, what, this never happens, okay? But look at all those lumps. You're not gonna see the lumps, okay? Look at all those lumps in there. Like, man, what a disaster, right? Well, no, not really. Now what we're gonna do, now, by the way, what happened? How come I got lumps today and I never get lumps? Well, literally what happened was that because I took my eye off the prize and I was too busy doing other things, like you guys were watching me do it, because of that, that was enough for it to, you know, clump up and become what it became. Okay, so as a matter of fact, I need a bigger bowl here. I'm gonna figure out where to. I think I'm just gonna put it here. It'll be easier to pour. So I'm gonna put the pudding in here. Okay. I got a feeling. Yeah, it should be. I mean, I hope it's not too much. Anyway, okay. So I'm gonna do it over here so you guys can see what I'm doing. Okay, I think I'm gonna have to put this in the bowl. All right, so I'm gonna put this in the bowl. So let me wash this bowl real quick. Okay, I'm gonna wash this bowl because I don't want it to overspill. I got a feeling that if I put it in that blue thing, it's gonna be too much. Let me just wash the bowl. Wash. Okay, we're gonna wash the bowl. Make sure it's nice and dry. Okay. Drying off some more. Okay, so let me show you from the top perspective. Yeah, thanks guys. I really appreciate that. I mean, I didn't know what was going on. Hold on, let me just check real quick. Hold on one second. Let me make sure we're going. Yeah, shout out to everyone out there. Thank you so much. Okay. Okay. Sorry. So many things going on at the same time. Okay. So, you know, what I'm going to do, can you see it there? Yeah, I think this is the best angle here is to watch it from. Okay. So basically, I'm just, okay? I was going to do it here, but I want to make sure this thing's not going to fall. Okay? So what we're going to do in order to take the, first of all, so the last step here really is to pour it through a sieve, okay? And why? Because first of all, to get the smoothest possible pudding, but in the event that you have something like this happen, which is very common, you know, to get lumps in your pudding, right? This is the perfect way to get those lumps out. This is how you get the lumps out. Okay. So let's get those lumps. So as you guys can see, I pour it all in a sieve. All right. All right. Let me see if I can show you from this anywhere. Okay, so you see the lumps there? Okay, and so by me doing this and putting it through the strainer, see it's getting rid of the lumps. Just automatically getting rid of the lumps, okay? Good. And then on the other end, you get the smooth pudding. Okay, and then, you know, you look at all that smooth pudding down here. And this pudding actually smells delicious, man. That chocolate. That's it, look, nice. No, okay, it's still a little grainy. Hold on, let me do this again. So again, you see, because I took my eyes off of the prize, because I did that, now I gotta go through all this, okay? And I gotta go through all this again. So I'm just gonna do it another time. If it came out a little lumpy, grainy, whatever, because, you know, I had to take my eye off of it for a minute, And that happened. It is what it is. I'm not really gonna mess with it, but you know, we'll do the second time. This usually helps get rid of whatever remaining lumps. And that's it. It is what it is, no doubt. We're not sweating it here. Remember, as long as it tastes good, which it does, that's really all that matters. But yeah, I think this time, the second, we needed to do it 2 times. Okay. There we go. Yeah, better. Not the best, but whatever. Like I said, as long as it tastes good, that's all that matters. Okay, so now, okay, let's bring it over here real quick. Let's get this bacon over there. Let's start pouring. So yeah, by the way, sorry about the darkness. It's nighttime, and Christian has to use. She has to use one of my lights. All right, so it might get dark. So I'm just giving you a heads up there. All right, so I think, what do you think you guys can see? I think I'm just, for me, it's a little darker. Okay, so now we're gonna get these and put them in ramekins, right? So we got these ramekins here. Okay, so put these in the ramekins first and foremost. Ay, suerte. Okay, just dry these guys out. Dry this guy out so you can put any excess. Okay, I forgot how many this makes. Let me close this guy up. Okay, so let's bring the triple threat here. Yeah, I'm trying to see if I can get. Hold on a second. Let me see if I can get to it. Bro, I'm so blinded. There we go. I think that's better with the lighting. There we go. Yeah, that helps. Oof. All right. Okay. Okay. Perfect. Okay, so yeah, we're just gonna pour these guys in. You know, very. All right. Oh yeah, it's a little lumpy, man. Just because whatever. It is what it is. Stupid internet. I think YouTube did it on purpose. They wanted to see me fail. That's what it was. Okay, bro. Okay. Yeah, we just put the rest in here. Got that chocolate pudding. Mm. Mm. Tastes really good. Okay. Man, chocolate pudding is actually a lot better. And chocolate pudding is actually a lot better than I originally anticipated. So, all right, let me put all these in the fridge, okay, so they can start cooling down. I'm leaving them uncovered because I like the skin on top of the chocolate pudding. It tastes very yummy. Okay. So shout out to everyone out there. Okay. Let me switch the camera back. Awesome. Okay. So let's start working on the next step, okay? So actually I gotta wash the wok real quick because I'm gonna make the sauce in the wok, okay? So give me 1 second. All right. So now what we're gonna do is start making that vodka sauce. All right. That's what we're gonna be doing now. Hold on. Un segundo, por favor. So many things at the same time, as always. Boom, boom, boom. Yeah, sorry guys. You gotta get this going. Okay. Okay, we'll do that in a second. In the meantime, we got the pan going back here. Let me dry myself off real quick. So we can reconnect the GoPro so I can show you what we're gonna do here. Okay. Froze. Always a great sign. I feel like taking my equipment to the next level. You know, next level, like meaning like, you know, whatever the product testing says is gonna, okay, you, what is it, the limit to before breakage? You know, take it to that, past that limit. Because, you know, Hardcore. You're hardcore, man. So yeah, so the next step now, what we're gonna do here is that we're gonna slice this bacon up. All right, and we're gonna just start frying it up. So, how much bacon is too much bacon? I don't know. Is that really a question? What kind of question is that? No, but yeah, we're trying to get this going here. But yeah, so we got the pan back here. I got the wok. Gotta walk this way. Walk this way. So we got the wok back here heating up. Did I get it too hot? And then we're gonna cook the bacon, and then while that bacon's cooking, we're gonna start doing the dishes. And then once we get that sauce done, then we'll work on everything else. Because remember, we gotta wait for the missus to finish her class. So I still got 1 more hour. So I gotta be done in 1 hour. I already got the pudding done, already got the chicken marinated. All we gotta do is just cook that real quick, and that's it. And again, once I finish the sauce, I'm gonna cook it all here to make it easy for me. And then once I cook the sauce, I'll just move it to some other container. All right. As a matter of fact, you know what? I think the best bet, let me make the sauce in this guy. Because I gotta do the chicken in here later. I'm gonna put this pan over here to, heat up. To cool down. Okie dokie, artichoke. Merry Christmas! Merry Christmas! So we got Mr. Hansen out there. He's part of the podcast tonight. So he's gonna be he's probably getting ready for the show tonight. As I'm here cooking dinner, so shout out to him. All right, so by the way, the podcast is at 9 p.m. Eastern every Tuesday and Thursday. We got a lot of awesome things to talk about today. I can't wait. Really can't wait. I'm excited. All right, so let's get this going. All right, we got crunch time. So this is super easy, guys. Basically we're just gonna cut this guy up into pieces. That's it. Okay, make sure you don't cut yourself into pieces. Cut my bacon into pieces. This is my last resort. I got to cut my bacon into pieces. I'm not really a big fan of that song or that band, but I felt it appropriate to sing it as I cut the bacon. So yeah, we're just cutting it up. Super simple. And then this bacon, we're gonna fry it up. Okay. As so. Okay, so here, let me see this one. How's it going, Iron Sharp? Oh, I'm not selling that Litecoin. That Litecoin is part of my reserves, I'm saving that. Yeah, I don't have to sell that Litecoin, so don't worry. I'm gonna keep that Litecoin gun. Let's see how long. We'll see. But yeah, no way, Jose. So okay, well, I'm gonna turn this down, okay? I'm gonna turn this down. Let me get the wooden spoon over here. And that's it. We're just gonna cook this, guys. Okay, cook these guys off. That's it. Okay. Let this render. In the meantime, while it's rendering, in fact, you guys can watch that, okay? You guys don't want to watch me do the dishes anyway, so you might as well just see that. Cut my bacon into pieces. This is my last resort. Because I did not buy the bacon already pre-cut into little pieces. So my last resort is to cut it up myself. You like that? You guys like that? You like that? You like that? So as that bacon cooks, you know, I'm just here doing the dishes. Nothing really much to do but do the dishes. Remember, you gotta clean as you go. That helps cooking, the cooking process. It's just easier, you know, because again, you know, the less dishes you gotta do, the more inclined you are to cook. So, yeah, so the reason the reason I decided to make the pasta sauce in the big black pot is because I'm gonna mix the penne in there. We're gonna mix the penne with the sauce, okay? So then we're gonna mix the penne with the sauce. It'll be a lot easier to mix it in that, you know, pot. And then the wok is I'm gonna use it to make the chicken. Remember, we're gonna cook some chicken. We already marinated the chicken earlier, and we're gonna fry it up in a little bit. We already made the pudding for any new viewers out there. We already made the chocolate pudding. We already marinated the chicken. Well, now we're gonna make a very, very quick vodka sauce. And after we make that vodka sauce, we're gonna start working on everything else. You know, which is the chicken and the pasta itself. Remember, we gotta finish in time for Christian to come and have some dinner. And let me turn this up a little bit more. So Christian right now, which is my wife, for any new viewers out there, let me turn this up. She's teaching an art class right now, and as soon as she's done with the art class, dinner is served. So you guys are just watching that bacon turn into bacon. That's what you guys are doing right now. I need you guys to watch the bacon turn into bacon for me. Make sure it doesn't burn. You guys are my bacon watchers, watching the bacon. You got the Baconator, watching the bacon. Make sure it doesn't burn. The Baconator, making the bacon on the bacon machine. Hey man, I'm Rob. I'm here making copies by the copy machine. I mean, making bacon by the bacon machine. So yeah, guys, this is the last live stream of the year. I'm taking the rest of the year off after we're done today. Again, for any new viewers out there, I'm taking the rest of the year off. But I'll be back January 5th, I think, or something, or early January. You know, I got a lot of other shows, a lot of episodes, you know, that I'm going to be uploading from my other channels. So there's still tons of content. I'm going to be doing the podcast So we still got, I'm still gonna be around, but the whole cooking is a process, and you guys already know what's up. Okay, so let's switch over the 3 cameras. Shout out to everyone out there. So shout out to Iron Sharp. Thank you again for that Litecoin. Yeah, so tonight on the podcast, one of the things that we're going to be talking about, it's just too obvious. We just got too much going on, but we're definitely going to be talking about, Bitcoin and the price and all that, because come on, you know what I mean? Again, it doesn't matter if you're, no matter what your feelings are about the Bitcoin and all that stuff, you know what I mean? Definitely it is making news, headline news. So we're definitely going to be talking about that tonight. We got a bunch of really cool things we're going to be talking about tonight. In fact, Hanson can probably tell you a little bit more in the chat what we're going to be talking about tonight. But yeah, So I'm making a quick, easy meal, so that way later on, after I'm done with the podcast, I can munch on this. I can just, heat it up and eat it. I don't really like to eat right after I cook. I really don't like to eat that early either. I usually eat before the podcast, but today, as you guys know, no time. Because as soon as I'm done here, I got to tear down the studio. I got to push everything away. I got to take a shower, and I got to get ready for the podcast. So no time. I won't eat after the podcast, but it's all good. So as you guys can see, I'm just cooking the bacon here, Cooking the bacon on the bacon machine. So this bacon didn't particularly have too much fat, which is good, because I don't have to drain it. But if there was a lot of like bacon grease in there, I would probably drain it a little more. In fact, I'm not gonna drain it. I'm gonna put it in the other pot so that I can cook, when I'm gonna make the chicken, So whatever extra bacon grease we got here. In fact, let me get some of that bacon grease and put it in here for now. Yeah, whatever excess bacon grease, that's what I'm going to cook the chicken in. Fuck it, why throw it away, right? Who doesn't love bacon grease, huh? Everybody does. Okay, I'm just squeezing all that. Okay. We got all that bacon grease here, okay? So we're going to use that later. All right. Okay, we're slowly but surely, So let's turn this up here. But yeah, guys, at the end of the day, that Litecoin, you know what I mean? Not Litecoin, what the fuck am I saying? I forgot, was I talking about Litecoin? I don't know. But yeah, guys, to me, these are investments, just like gold and silver and everything else. We're not going to bore you with this in today's video here, but yeah, you know what I mean? You got to hodl, man, same thing with everything else. There's no need to sell anything unless you have to. So if you prepare yourself correctly, you're good to go. In fact, what I'm doing is actually I'm stocking up on toilet paper because I feel that that's going to be worth more in the future than anything else. I think toilet paper is a really good investment for anyone out there. I know you probably think I'm crazy, but okay. So we got the bacon going, all right? So and now let's switch over to GoPro again. Oh, before we go to GoPro. So again, the reason I'm making this vodka sauce is because again, I had some extra bacon. I got some vodka. I got vodka sauce. Okay, see? All right, and that's it. We're just making this sauce better, all right? That's all. So let's go to the full GoPro real quick. So as you guys can see there, hopefully you guys can see, it's dark, it's already nighttime outside. So very hard. Okay, so now we're just gonna add some vodka to this. All right, to deglaze, right? And a little more. Not a lot, guys, not a lot. There's no reason. By the way, a lot of people are like, oh yeah, it'll just cook away or burn away. You know what? Let me see if I can do a little flambe. Maybe I can. No? Nah, never. Too late, whatever. I waited too long. But yeah, we're just gonna cook this for a little bit, you know? Okay, you know what? You know what? Let me add a little bit more. Why not? I don't think it's gonna hurt. Let's see if I can. Look at that! Yeah! So that's it. Just a little flambe, all right? I think you guys saw that. I don't know. I'm sorry. There's a delay, and I messed up. Whatever. But I hope I didn't cut away before. But that's it. You know what I mean? We just, you know what? Let me just flambe it a little bit more. One more time. Let me do it one more time. That was fun, right? Let's do it one more time. Look at that. Okay. And so now the bacon is getting nice and yummy and caramelized and all that good stuff. So perfect. Okay. That helps. The flambe helped a little bit. Okay. So now, you know, basically what we're going to be doing now is add the sauce. You know what I mean? Here, let me show you real quick. It's super simple. Nope, wrong one. So super simple. Okay, we got the sauce. Okay, again, pick your favorite vodka sauce out there. Okay, again, you can just add any kind of tomato sauce, but we're just going with this. Okay, so now I'm gonna add this in here. Turn it down. I'm gonna turn it down because I don't want to burn. All right. It smells all right. All right, so we're adding some water in here. All right. And yeah, we're just gonna bring this to like a boil. You know, let it cook. You know, do its thing. And that, I mean, that's basically it, guys. Yeah, I don't know that. Yeah, it tastes all right. Hold on a second. I got like vodka sauce all over this thing down here. But yeah, guys, I mean, basically now we're just gonna simmer it, you know, cook it, keep cooking it, you know what I mean? Let me bring it to a boil and then we'll bring it down. That tastes good. It tastes pretty good. Yeah, I think I should have, you know, next time I do this, I'm gonna use like a regular, you know, just regular marinara sauce, and then add it to this because I don't know. I don't like the flavor. And it tasted all right, but it didn't taste as good as I thought it was gonna taste. Like it needs something. I don't know. Tastes like it's missing something. Let me add some. I don't want to really add salt though, you know what I mean? That's the thing. I think I need that a little sugar. I don't know why, man. I hate adding sugar to tomato sauce, you know, any kind of whatever, but I feel like, man, this really does need a little bit of, I'm just adding a little bit in there. I don't know, it's just, I don't want to add salt though, you know what I mean? That's the thing. It feels like it needs salt, but I don't want to add salt. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add some sugar, and I am also going to add a little bit of red wine vinegar. A little bit of red wine vinegar to help, you know, bring it to life, you know? A little sugar, a little vinegar. Okay, we're just gonna mix that together. In the meantime, I gotta start getting the water ready for the pasta. Yeah, it already smells better. Okay. Okay, so let me get this pot and fill it with water real quick. All right, in the meantime, I'm gonna leave it on the GoPro. I gotta change the big camera battery. So give me a second. Punta. Okay.
Como punta del lado.
Point. Point. Or the tip. El tip. El tip. Okay, so we got the water. Okay, so I'm gonna put this in the back here. I'm gonna put the water here. Okay. Get that water start boiling, okay? In the meantime, we got the sauce is cooking. I'm gonna turn it down a little bit. Give me a second so I can change the battery and I'll be right back. Okay. Yeah, sorry if there's any extra noise out there. We got the garbage. Yeah, it's so the tomato sauce that I used. All right, give me a second. Let me wait for the garbage guy to swing by. Okay. Yeah, sorry about the mic. In 1 second. All right, guys, I think the garbage is already passed. Not sure. So, yeah, the reason that the sauce was orange when I put it in there was because it was a bottle of pre-made vodka sauce. Okay? So, this is a double vodka sauce, okay? So, yeah, the reason it is that color is because a vodka sauce is kind of like pink. It's because they add a little cream at the end. That's it, you know what I mean? I'm probably not gonna add any cream to this. I was gonna add some, but... Okay, that tastes better. Okay. Yeah, I just need a little vinegar to waken up those flavors. Let me add a little bit more vinegar. Just a little bit more vinegar. And yeah, let me add a little bit of salt. But yeah, basically what I did was just cook some bacon. I deglazed with some vodka, and then we added some tomato sauce. And then as you cook that, at the end, you add a little bit of cream. But I didn't have a bottle of tomato sauce. I had a bottle of vodka sauce. And I didn't want to just open the bottle of vodka sauce, you know what I mean, and call it an episode. So I was like, yeah, let me at least doctor it up, you know what I mean? Let me at least, you know, add a little extra oomph in there. And that's what I did. That's it. But yeah, this vodka sauce is basically done. We're just keeping it on low and slow. But yeah, as soon as we're done with the pasta, we're just mixing it together. And that's it. I mean, let me taste it one more time. Okay. Okay. Okay, way better, way better. And then when you add when we add the Parmesan cheese and all that later, that's it. We're done there. So, all right. That was easy peasy. So again, if you guys joined me earlier, you guys already did the chocolate pudding. We already marinated the chicken. We're gonna cook the chicken in a few more minutes, and that's it. So we already got basically we already got the vodka sauce already done. I'm just waiting for this to heat up here. Once the water starts boiling, I'm gonna put it to the back and let it just keep doing its thing there. I'll cook the penne in there, and then I'll move the wok to the front so that I can work on cooking the chicken, and that's it. So if you guys joined me earlier, the first thing that we did is that we got some chicken breast and we butterflied the chicken breast. We marinated, put a little seasoning on it, you know, some Italian seasoning, salt, pepper. That's it. You know, a little olive oil. That's it. Put it back in the fridge. Then we made the chocolate pudding. Finished that whole thing. And literally at the worst possible time as I was making the chocolate pudding, the internet and the whole thing conked out. So, you know, I made the pudding a little extra lumpy, but hey, whatever. You know what I mean? It still tastes delicious because we made chocolate pudding, extra chocolatey, really good. Then we put the chocolate pudding away in the fridge already. Then we made the quick vodka sauce. And now where we're sitting is that we're waiting for the water to boil. The vodka sauce is already done. And we're waiting for the water to boil so we can add the penne. And as the water starts boiling, we're gonna start cooking the chicken. So in fact, let me at least get the chicken out so it can start, you know, cooling, coming down in temperature. I mean, coming up in temperature, because right now the chicken's in the fridge. So, you know, for the best cooking process, you know what I mean? The best cooking outcome here. We're trying not to make it, you know, the chicken cold and going into cold, you know what I mean? Cold into hot oil that is going to bring the oil or the pan down in temperature. But if the if the chicken is, you know, brought up to temperature, then when we cook it, it's not going to bring down the temperature of the pan. Hope that makes sense. It makes sense to me, and that's all that really matters, okay? But does it? Is it really? I don't know. I'm surprised. You know, at the end of the day, I've realized that it just has to make sense to me, really, so that I can really make sense to you. Because a lot of times when one tries to over-explain or try to explain for someone else, you know, sometimes you forget or don't really give the message out that you're really trying to get out, you know? So just try to explain it so that you can understand it, and then it'll be easier for others to understand it. Because again, I had a lot of, before, back in the day, I used to have a lot more self-doubt when it came to things like that, not realizing that people actually did understand me fairly well. I just, in my mind, I just thought that people just did not understand me. And that's it. So, you know, it is what it is. All right, so we're waiting on this water to come to a boil. It's taking forever. All right, so this sauce is done. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna take it off the heat. Okay. Okay, I don't want to overcook the sauce or anything, so the sauce is done. I'm just gonna just take this off the heat. Okay. Put it over here. Okay, we're waiting for this water to come to a boil. So again, another secret to making pasta and all this other stuff, you know, make sure that your water is salty, and, you know, put a little olive oil. A lot of people are always like, there's no reason to put olive oil or anything like that in the pasta water because it's not gonna really stick to the thing. And the thing is, it's that, you know, I used to be of that thought process, but then I realized, no, what you're really doing is that you're seasoning the water. As you boil the water, that seasoning in that water is going to get through osmosis inside the pasta, and it's going to flavor it. So if you add anything to the water, that is going to become a flavoring agent. So adding olive oil will, you know, make it part of the flavoring agent, just like the salt or anything else, you know. And so again, you got to add a nice amount of salt. You got Gizmo over there. Gizmo. Anyways, all right. So we're just using some regular penne, nothing crazy, all right? Just enough for me and the missus. So, you know, we got, how much is in here? 500 grams. I might do like 200 grams. Maybe I'll do the 250. We'll see. I don't know. I'm not really measuring it. I'm just gonna try to get half the bag in there. All right, but again, we're gonna wait for the water to boil. You gotta wait for it to come to a complete boil. Also, with this sauce, you know what I mean? Since it's nice and thick and just like it's a different kind of sauce, it's best served with something like penne or rigatoni, or just something like that, something a little bit more substantial. Not spaghetti. This is not a spaghetti. It's not a spaghetti pasta. You feel me? There's all kinds of pastas. You know, penne is kind of like the perfect vehicle for this one here. Okay, so why am I not adding the salt or the oil yet? Because right now, as the water is coming to a boil, if I add the salt or the oil or anything in there, what is going to take longer for it to come to a boil, because it's easier for the molecules, the water molecules, to come to a boil when they're just there by themselves. But when they got to complete that same process of coming to a boil with other things in that water, like salt and oil and anything else, it's going to make it, you know, it's going to hinder the process of the coming to a boil, and it's going to take a little longer. So again, you know, as much as I want to put the oil and the salt and all that in there now, I have to wait. I got to wait, you know, to a boil. And again, I'm kicking myself now because I should have put this. I should have put that water to boil, or at least, you know, start to get heat up earlier, but I dropped the ball there, and, you know, we're here now. It is what it is. But we're basically done. You know, I'm waiting. You know what? Let me at least get the chicken started as well. No reason not to. We already got the chicken over here. Okay. So, but I'm just trying not to get any resources. Oh yeah, that's right. I can't. I gotta wait. We're almost there. Yep. So anyway, shout out to everyone out there watching, hanging out today. And there's a bunch of people watching, but no one's chatting, so it is what it is, though. Oh yeah, this is like the annoying thing sometimes, having to wait. And wait, and wait. But yeah, we're basically done with everything. I mean, I don't even have any dishes to wash for crying out loud. I mean, you know. Hopefully we don't run out of battery. You know what I can do? Let me, in the meantime, because I know I'm gonna need this battery here, so let me change. Okay. Let me reset the GoPro real quick. Oh, shout out to Jonathan out there for sending $10. Hells to the yeah. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. Yeah, now every penny counts because I'm really not trying to waste any money. I'm really trying to keep, you know, my money in my pocket. You know what I'm saying? Trying not to, you know, spend any of that Bitcoin. So, all right, 1 second. Let me change this out. Give me 1 second. I'll be right back. We're waiting on the water to come to a boil anyway. This technology, man. Yeah, shout out to everyone out there. Let's try this again. Oh, there we go. I think I hear the water boiling. Finally. Almost. But yeah, Christian should be done in about 20 minutes. Perfect timing. So yeah, basically the next thing I'm going to be doing now is once I put that penne to boil, we're going to start cooking that chicken. And so I put some bacon, the bacon fat that was left over from the bacon. That's what we're going to be using, okay? So to start cooking, frying up the chicken, okay? We're going to cook the chicken in bacon fat. Hell yeah. A shout out to all of you guys out there as we, we'll finish off this last episode of the year. Even though we had a very easy meal today and a very easy show, we still had a lot of bumps, just like every other, show, going on. Again, halfway through the live stream when I was making the pudding, the internet conked out, everything just died on me, and I'm glad I was able to save the live stream, but you already know. That's what makes it so much fun. All the craziness is always happening throughout the show. So, all right, we're back, right? So we got the GoPro. Okay, so we're almost, I can feel it. I can feel it coming to a boil. So yeah, like, let me start heating up back here. So yeah, once the penne starts boiling, once we put the penne in there and we start cooking that or whatever, I'm gonna put that in the back burner so I can boil, and then I'm gonna use the front burner, which is my hottest burner available, to start the chicken. You know what I mean? In the meantime, I'm already warming up the pan back there, okay? So that we can, the transition to, switch, pans is easy. And yeah, that's it. Keep it simple, stupid, right? Yeah, there we go. So now we're at a full boil. Here, let me show you guys. Bring the camera here. Okay, so we're at a full boil. All right. Let's try it again. Okay, so we're gonna add a nice amount of salt. Okay. It has to be salty, all right? That's the... Okay, we're gonna add some oil in there. Okay, again, remember, flavoring agent. That's it. Then we're gonna mix all that in there. And yeah, we're gonna add the penne. Again, half the bag, okay? We got 500 grams, we're gonna do like 250. Right, you gotta stir this, okay? You gotta stir this in the first like minute or two of putting it in there. Otherwise, if you don't do that, it will stick, okay? So you can make your pasta stick, right? Don't be that guy, all right? Don't have your pasta stick. So, we're gonna do that. We're gonna cover it so it can come back to a heat. In the meantime, let's get that chicken in there. Okay. So we got that chicken, remember, that we cut up earlier? Okay. All right. So we're gonna cover this up real quick here. Let it get up to heat. In the meantime, let's move the pasta around. All right, perfect. All right, and while we wait on both of these, I'm gonna go do some dishes real quick. You already know. So you guys can watch all that real quick there for me. All right, so I'm gonna go do the dishes while you guys are watching that for me. So yeah, see, look, the water came down. Let me bring this. Let me cover it here. Okay, so you guys can see the chicken. Smells delicious, very herby, very Italian-y. Yeah, I'm doing some dishes real quick over here to make sure I don't have any or as little dishes as possible. Once I'm done with everything here. So, I mean, a lot of you guys are probably wondering, well, does Christian do any dishes? Like, yeah, she sure does do a lot of dishes. The thing is that, like, in this house is like, basically, when you're cooking, you do your own dishes. You are in charge of all that. But after, you know, I don't do any dishes. So once I'm done here, I mean, she takes care of everything else, you know? So remember, I cook, she cleans, you know, just like if she were to cook, then I clean, you know? I do a little extra cleaning since I'm a little bit better at the cleaning the dishes. You know, she does other kinds of cleaning, you know, but I do the dishes. But regardless, the point is that, you know, that's how we do it here, you know what I mean? Like, to make sure, you know? So that's why, you know, to me, it's like I'm doing all these dishes now because otherwise I gotta do them later, you know? I'm not gonna, remember, this is my project, my fun, my whatever I'm doing with this show here. So, you know, I'm not trying to make her do my dishes, you know? Every once in a while, if I have like a really long day or whatever, she'll definitely help me out, you know what I mean? And you've seen her do dishes and help me out with all kinds of stuff. But yeah, for the most part, I take care of it all myself. Remember, this is my job, just like she has her job. You know, right now she's working. You know, right now she's teaching some kids some art class, art stuff. Just like I'm teaching you guys some art stuff, you know. Alright, so let's get back over here. You guys are watching the food being cooked. Sup, Opie? Oh, the leftover pizza. I completely forgot about that. Let me turn on the oven. I forgot. I'm gonna turn on the oven real quick. Yeah, so I completely forgot about that pizza. Thanks, Opie. I appreciate you, man. Thank you, brother. So we got that chicken cooking and its juices there. So, again, super simple dish today. Anyone can do this. So, these are all the liquids in there. We're just gonna let that liquid cook off. Check the pasta, all right? Mamma mia. Mamma mia. That's a spicy meatball. Mangia, mangia. So spicy. This is so very spicy. So yummy. So again, since I'm making just dinner for Christian now, I eat later. I'm gonna eat after the podcast. I gotta hurry up. I still gotta shower. I gotta put all this apart. I got a lot of things to do. But yeah, Christian should be done any minute now. We're just putting the finishing touches here on dinner. But yeah, let me get a little bit of aluminum foil here. I gotta buy more aluminum foil. But just enough, for one slice of pizza. That's all Christian really needs. So, we got the frozen pizza, right here. All right. I mean, not the frozen pizza, but all right. Put this in the oven. So yeah, don't microwave your pizza. I'd rather eat it cold. Okay. Get her a nice little, cute slice of pizza. All right, nothing too big. And that's it. We're gonna put this in the oven in a minute. Hey, shout out to everyone out there. So we got the chicken, we got the pasta, we got everything there. Oh yeah, you can definitely ask everything you want. You can ask now. You can talk to me now. Whatever you want to ask me, Opie. I mean, we got time. If you want to ask, you can ask now, but you can also ask on the podcast later, for sure. I've already, what is it? We've already talked about the podcast enough on the show. We got the pasta going, nice and yummy. But yeah, shout out to everyone out there. Hope you guys are having fun, enjoying yourselves, having a wonderful day. So yeah, the pudding is already done. Here, let's show you the pudding real quick. So we already made the chocolate pudding, as you guys can see there. Look at that. Beautiful thing. All right, so we already made the chocolate pudding for later. All right. We're finishing up the chicken. We're finishing up the pasta. Once the pasta is done, I'm literally just gonna throw it inside the sauce, and I mean that's it. You know, mix it up, serve it. You know, everyone keeps asking me to make cannabis butter and all that stuff. Yeah, eventually I'll make it. You know, it's just that in order to make that cannabis butter, it takes a very, very long time. In fact, Brandon Gamble, I'm not sure if he's out there watching right now or not, but he gave me a recipe, and I gotta try it, but it takes a long time. I gotta do it in the crock pot, and it takes a very, very long time. And I got a bunch of swag weed that I want to use. I don't know if it's still any good, but that's what I would use to make that. And then after I do that, I'll make. But the thing is that, you know, my guy out here, I'll show you. Oh. Okay, so I got here. In fact, look, I got some ice cream that my guy makes. Okay, so it's like I don't really have an incentive to make anything because my guy, he makes. Look at this cannabis ice cream. Okay, and in fact, I'm gonna eat one right now to make the podcast even more interesting later. Look at this. Look at these little chocolate. Look at this. These little chocolates, okay? So, I mean, he makes all kinds of shit, and they're so cheap, so cheap. It's like, fuck, it's actually, why would I make anything if, you know what I mean? If it's cheaper to have the guy bring it to me, you know? Oh, that's that. And the edibles are so good. So good. So look at the chicken is so thin. You can see it's already, look at that. Look at that beautiful color. Okay. Look how beautifully perfect that is. All right. Got the pasta done. Turn this off. We're gonna take this off over here. In fact, let me turn it on again. I forgot. I gotta warm up the sauce so we can add this pasta in there. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna drain the pasta. Ah, that was hot. Okay, give me a second here. I want this to come back to heat. I want this to get hot again. Okay. So I'm gonna drain the pasta real quick. Oh, I get that. No, I know what you're saying, Opie. Yeah, ready? All right, perfect timing. Okay, so say hi, Christian. Hey, oh, hey guys. Ah. All right, so she's finishing up now. I'm about to start serving her dinner. So we already got, okay, we got the chicken back there. We got the sauce coming back up to heat, okay? And let me just drain the pasta real quick. Hungry? Very hungry. I've been on my feet all day. Okay, Okay, so here, forgot. Okay, so what we're gonna do now, go full GoPro so I can show you what we're doing. So you see we got the chicken. This chicken's done. You know, we're done here. Cooking in that bacon fat. I mean, my God, so good. In fact, let me move this here. Okay, move that there, do this here. So we got the sauce already coming up to heat real quick. Because this is the next part of what we're doing here. So in order for the sauce to really like get into the pores of the pasta, okay, now we gotta cook it in there. Like immediately after you take it off the heat, you put it in there. So you're, oh man, that's a lot of sauce. I'm like, yeah. Well, first of all, yes, because I like a lot of sauce. But number two, that's why we added something like a penne or like a rigatoni or something like really big. Yeah, something big and thick. You know what I mean? That's what she said. In order to like see, as you guys can see, it's eating up the sauce. Okay, as you guys can see, look, it's soaking up and eating the sauce. Look how yummy, delicious that is. So we're gonna cook this a little bit in the sauce, okay? Because that's also part of the process here. So, ¿cuánto pollito quiere? ¿Qué pedacito para picarte?
Yes.
¿Pero cuál? Digamos así. ¿Es todo eso?
No, la mitad.
Okay. No, bueno, mira aquí. ¿Cuánto quieres? No importa. No te importa. Bueno, yo te lo hago bonito. Alright. So, I don't know why it's taking so long to come up the heat there, but you got the pizza in the oven there. Got everything. I'm gonna turn off the chicken, okay? And basically, let's start serving this up, okay? Mira a ver cuánto. ¿Quieren más? Sí, un poquito. Okay, so if you guys look how nice that looks. He's gonna get out of there. Okay.
Vodka, ¿de dónde sacaste?
De la fiesta.
Get the handsome.
Okay. Like, hey, Hanson. And the last little piece of the puzzle there. Look at that. Perfection. Look at that. You can't beat that. And a little cheese. Ready? Ready? Here you go.
¡Qué bonito! Me estaba deseando feliz Navidad a todos. queso para los poros.
How is it?
Está rica la pizza de cheese.
Thanks.
Probar el queso.
Oh my god. Oh my god. By the way, if Penne. Ah! Oh man, I didn't catch that on camera, but well, oh well.
Bueno, ¿qué estamos diciendo el pene?
Penne is how you say male organ in Spanish.
Dato cultural.
There you go. So that is good? Came out good?
La mamá de
Oh,
la niña a la que doy clase dice que ya hizo.
Oh, really? Oh, okay, cool. Awesome, awesome. Qué rico. Yay. Shout out to you.
¿A qué le pusiste vodka?
La salsa. It's good? Yeah, you know, you can't taste the vodka, right? No, you can't taste the vodka at all. Yeah. But it's really good though, right? That is really, really good. Yeah. Yeah, but the sauce was not that good. There goes. No, the sauce, you know, the sauce in itself was not that good from the bottle, but when I added a little bit of vinegar, a little bit of sugar, I added a little bit of, you know, yeah, I put a little bit of sauce. Yeah, exactly. You know, all that stuff in there made it taste really, 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 really good. So we got Gizmo down there. I don't know if you guys can see Gizmo.
No, está muy abajo.
Yeah, I'll show you guys Gizmo. Gizmo, look at him. He wants some. He wants some of the sauce. He wants some chicken. You got the Gizmo cam there. So that's it, guys. I mean, that was very simple, yummy, easy dinner. Yeah, very yummy. ¿Te gustó? All right. I mean, I think that's it, guys. I'm trying to see where I can put. All right. Well, guys, thank you so much for hanging out with us today. Look at Gizmo. Gizmo is very happy. He's just, give me a piece. Give me a piece. Oh, you already gave him a piece? No, this guy.
Pollito.
This guy. All right, guys. Well, let's wrap it up here. So, guys, thank you so much. Hey, Gizmo. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for joining us today. I really hope you guys enjoyed the show as much as Christian is enjoying the meal. Really good, huh? Yeah, I'm actually looking forward to eating this in a little bit. So, yeah, she wants this for Christmas dinner. Oh, maybe. No, all right. We already got the nice piece of pork, so we can roast. We're gonna roast some pork out here with the family for Christmas. So, make a nice little traditional Cuban Christmas. So it's gonna be awesome. But anyways, all right, guys, I'm gonna let you go because I really gotta go. Okay, time's a ticking. Thanks again for watching. I really, really appreciate it. Thank you so much for being here since August. I mean, we started this in late August. It was just a little bit of an experiment. This is still an experiment. I didn't think it was gonna be and turn into this. But my God, you know what I mean? It just keeps getting more fun and more adventurous, and I'm really enjoying it. I can't wait to keep growing with the channel, growing here, you know, growing on the other channels. We got a lot of stuff coming down the pike for 2021. I just want 2020 to end so we can start 2021 because we got so many things coming up. So many exciting, awesome things coming up. And I mean, I don't want to spoil it. I don't want to be giving, you know, too many, whatever, but in the coming days and weeks on the other channels, and as the year starts, you're going to be starting to get not just hints, but getting direct, hey, this is what we're going to be doing going forward. And it's going to be a lot of awesome, cool stuff on all the channels. Sorry about that. Guys, thanks again for watching. Don't forget to please like, please subscribe, please share, please hit that bell icon. But more importantly than anything else, please stay awesome. thank you so much for such an amazing year. And for all of you guys that have been following me, thanks again for an amazing 5 years and counting on all the channels and beyond. Can't believe it's already been 5 years since I've been, the first time I really picked up a camera and started doing this stuff. But, again, here's to... No, it's like 5 years I lost in my life. No way. I wouldn't trade those 5 years for anything in my life. And in fact, like I was about to say, I can't wait for the next 5 years, coming up. Okay, so some guys. Yeah. Oh, all right, guys. Well, thanks again for watching. Gotta go. Someone at the door. Peace out. Bye. See you next year.